come to fruition to the record of 9-1 to begin.
Jaren Jackson, loose ball picked up by Landale, picked up by Holmgren defensively. Jaren Stein with 9 to shoot. Gilgeous-Alexander drives against Wells, baseline jump. Landale as well, and they're picking up the foul there. And Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, third in the league, close from the baseline. What's interesting, Brevin, as I looked at the numbers, the Grizzlies had their base in Wallace. Wells drives on A.J. Mitchell and
finally find a little rhythm.
Kick ball, shot clock at 14, it'll stay there.
Who has stepped in nicely has been A.J. Mitchell. Went down with the injury earlier. Nice drop off. The stride that he makes, it makes it so much easier for him.
Morant for 3.
John Morant driving, not just standing and watching.
Holmgren in the lane, forcing Morant against Case and Wallace. Very good one-on-one defender. Morant's floater. Holmgren against Morant, backs him into the paint. Mitchell, his left Howard, both big pieces of that. Caldwell Pope off.
And then we made such a talk about the 3 and D. Good hands there.
Also averaging 3.5 assists per game. Hartenstein in traffic. I agree with you. I think Hartenstein, along with the addition of Caruso, two of the biggest
that made shots. And then Hartenstein, you see there, is able to grab the rebound off of the miss. That's for Cedric Coward here. Now tasked with slowing down SGA.
And then Holmgren with the screen. Hartenstein, the lefty. I'll tell you what, the Grizzlies design team, Stein, man, he is just dominating inside. Leak out, all done. Jaren against Holmgren. In the lane, Holmgren knocked it loose.
To the three-point line.
Shooter. And there he is. 4-3.
Ain't to get it to go down.
Wells with 4. Hartenstein deals. 3. Hartenstein has been the focal point. Cap to Wells. Aldama takes middle to the cup.
We have seen Santi run this season.
Aldama having himself a career to feed Jaren. Back down against Williams. A Coward 3. Junior made it a tough shot for SGA. Wells calls for it. His full. Aldama against SGA. Coward will try another 3 with it. Vince Williams with the rebound. Before the game, Tomas Isilo was
shot. Now he's feeling the rhythm. Another one off the dribble handoff. Both of these teams very comfortable going deep. Seconds, 2-1. Your first shot of the game, but it goes down.
Isaiah Jost Williams. Landale for 3. Revelation.
Well, he's been special, and John Morant was talking about how he brings something different to the table every single day.
And then Coward rattles both free throws down. Grizzlies have their largest lead of the game, 31-25.
To this high turnover producing team.
Spencer's 3 off the iron on the floor, that's for sure. Vince, floater off glass. Their bench with 8 and 4 boards. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander well off his 3. Coward grabs his 5th. About 5 the difference between the two clocks. Landale to a quarter. Shot clock, game clock down to 1, and that'll do it. And what a... And the three-pointer dances and eventually drops in for A.J. Mitchell. So it's Holmgren.
Protect the ball, move it well. They did both as Landale.
Spencer tapping the rebound. Konchar's got it. KCP off the reload. Yeah!
And in every game that I watched, he was a standout for this Thunder team.
Shot clock, 5. Morant, no look. Nice. Spencer for 3. And baskets. Landale, another 3. And one-handed rebound fouled by Caldwell Pope. Coming into today's game, the Grizzlies were 4th.
Because what's good about this Thunder defense is they rack up steals in bunches.
Non-shooting foul. And Jaren Jackson Jr. Santi Aldama will come in.
Hard screens. He rolls hard to the front of the rim. He offensively rebounds.
Second fewest turnovers in the league at 12 a game. Morant with good contest by Jaren, but Holmgren able to knock it down on the Thunder here in the second quarter. Spencer feels contact. It's up.
The movement for the Grizzlies offense is aiding them and getting the look.
3 gone by here, second quarter. Holmgren will try a 3.
But know what we have not heard a lot here in this building is what we just heard, which was, ooh, because you do that.
Whoa!
Because of Aldama also.
Spencer inside the arc. Shot clock at 8. Mitchell. Spencer against Holmgren. KCP, a three. Vince Williams Jr. knocked it free. And then Hartenstein grabbing advantage of bench points. Jaren blocked by Hartenstein, trying to wrestle it back. The offense. Aldama against A.J. Mitchell. Howard deals. Jaren for the
Ball movement in his first half.
Isaiah Joe off the back iron.
He's the guy that is moving the ball on.
Thunder calling timeout to challenge the call. Once again, Brooks Barnheiser in for the first time tonight, the rookie out of Northwestern. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, non-restricted area and mid-range. He can hurt you from anywhere on the floor. Spencer, that's an illegal screen. Santi Aldama.
We're talking about something paying off and got.
And the Thunder relatively small. Jalen Williams straight away. In terms of foul problems, Jock Landale's out there with 3 for the Thunder so far. Coward looking for a pass opportunity. Isaiah Joe's 3. Coward trying to keep it alive, but SGA collects it. Well, the Thunder have won the last 9 regular.
And all of what the Grizzlies did to get to this point, they're going to have to continue.
Wells for 3. Aldama is there to collect it. For Coward. Around a Landale screen, weaving his way, finding his area.
Too many of those type looks.
Yeah, Tomas Isolo just spread his hands like, guys.
Playing downhill, does a great job of shedding defenders with his shoulders.
That pass. Skip pass stolen by SGA. Coward is back. SGA drop.
Which is what he was doing. You still cannot pull the rim down while a shot is being.
Percentage at 86%. And 6th here in the quarter. SGA drives to give. Cason Wallace got this. Wallace before the interval. Morant, crab dribble, floater is off, and that'll do it for the first half.
Talked about being expecting here in this third quarter.
Jaren for 3. Wells has a driving angle.
Off more comfortable we've seen this year, not shooting threes from the top of the key area.
The bleep I'm supposed to go. It's all good.
I talked to people who had to use his patience. And because of it was, yes, the injuries, KCP pull up between the two.
Yeah, those two in the first quarter helped overall. Holmgren, wide open 3.
And that's a great quality. It's leadership 101. Always thinking about what he can do better, and that pushes everybody.
John Morant trying to tell Jaren Jackson Jr. he was in a position where he could have just jumped
first trip tonight. I don't know if I'm just noticing it more, but I'm seeing more.
And I think all of that is a function of, like you said, learning.
Wallace drives on Morant.
John did a great job. Jaren also did a good job coming from behind and not letting that off.
Thunder doing a good job getting back in transition defense. Grizzlies got to stop the ball. A.J. Mitchell
shots will allow the rim runs for Morant later.
Gilgeous-Alexander a rebound. Gilgeous-Alexander, top of the key. Wallace, an angle 3. Fisher, you listened in on that last huddle.
Yeah, the last time out, Coach Isolo telling the team we need to be a little in the painted area since the end of the first quarter.
Well, that's a function of this.
Trying to get it to somebody. How about Cedric Coward? Shot clock at 2. Coward is against SGA. Backs him down, leans in, and throws up a prayer off the top.
Is going to make a run. They are the league's best for success.
Yeah, without Lou Dort and Jalen Williams. Morant. Yeah, Morant did not play then in game 4. Caldwell Pope.
The free throw line in their offensive set.
Morant will try again. Aldama will try for 3. Brent Haskell talking with Zach Zarba.
Grizzlies' success as anyone else.
Thunder. Zone look. Isaiah Joe in. Driving. Dishing. Caruso will try again. Miss again. Wells curls in the lane. An Aldama three. 3.5 remaining in the third. Gilgeous-Alexander, turnaround. Vince gives SGA a little bit of space. Gets hung up on a screen.
To be able to knock it down in here. I wasn't looking and I heard it.
Catch onto that pass.
Think about the part. The run kind of started at the end of the second quarter.
SGA.
In terms of the drives to the basket for the Grizzlies. Drives to the basket is what the guy.
Third, 8 to shoot. Wells rises and fires and fills it up. SGA goes dotted line. Barnheiser partially blocked by Jaren. Wells, Coward for three. The Grizzlies have exactly 2 paint points here in the third quarter.
So defensively, it's Houston. Or if you talk about Dallas Mavericks, when they're playing good defense, they're more positioned both ways. They stay in front of you and they steal the basketball. It makes them a potent.
Hale had good position. He was fouled by A.J. Mitchell. That's one that... And Coward's out of bounds.
8 here in this third quarter.
Morant, elbow jumper.
The defense of Morant to get the foul.
20 or more. Longest active streak in the NBA. The next longest.
A crowd of bodies when he wants to try to make any type.
Both teams had only 6 free throws attempted in the first half. Third quarter. Isaiah Joe takes middle. Extra pass. Caruso, a three.